Hello and welcome, this is rooflemonger. So now that Season 2 has been with us for close to a month now, and obviously coming with a lot of big system level changes, although no character balance changes, we do have two new characters, Videl and Jiren. Things, obviously are shaking up with the meta for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, for me, it's much too early to do a tier list. Things are shaking up daily, new things are being discovered daily, with all the new system level changes, all that kind of stuff here. But I got a fair idea, at least in my opinion, of where the meta might be going. Now, this is obviously going to be personal speculation, and in the future I could be dead wrong, but still with all the Season 2 changes, and big tournament season is now starting up again here, with final round being not too far away. Here's my thoughts on where the meta of Season 2 might be going. So let's start with Jiren and Videl. These characters are definitely the headliners of Season 2. When it comes to their overall power, I think almost everyone's going to agree these two are definitely strong characters. They're definitely very worthy additions to the cast, both in terms of just overall power and, they add pretty unique game plans to the game. So let's just talk Jiren first here. So what does he really do to shake up the meta? Well, not too much. Once again, he's a strong character. Just a lot of good basics. As far as this game's concerned, he's about as orthodox as a character can get. He definitely wins by just, playing straight and strong fundamentals. Like, he has a little bit of dirt like everybody does, because this is the game it is. For example, here in the corner, he has a bit of a snapback mix. Get ready. So, that's just a quick example, right? But, everyone can get a little bit, but that's definitely not his core design, right? Jiren just generally wins by playing smart in the neutral, and one of the things that really plays well to him, he has, weird, non-standard basic ki blast that effectively works like a beam because you can't homing dash it. His basic ki blast game's on point. His damage potential is generally just higher than the rest of the cast, right? So if you're looking for strong fundamental play, and this will be a theme we'll talk about a little bit later on here, Jiren's your boy. Now, if we move on to Videl, Videl is very much not that. Videl, some people have said this, and I actually kind of agree. Videl is basically everything Android 17 want it to be. She's just a little buzzsaw, and honestly, of the two characters, Jiren and Videl, I would probably rate Videl higher than Jiren. Not to say Jiren's bad in any way, shape, or form, but I think Videl is just a cut above. She is a dynamo, to say the least here. She has so much pressure, she has so much mix-ups here. She has already just one of the better assists in the game, because it's just basically the Bardock assist, and debatably even a little bit better than the Bardock assist, because just the timing's a little different. But yeah, she's just really strong. So when it comes to these two characters, they're definitely going to be on competitive teams, absolutely. Now, the question remains to be seen, I suppose, will these characters become dominant? Once again, because, the major tournament season has started back up again since Season 2 has come out. The results have yet to speak for themselves, right? Right now, a lot of people are having a lot of fun with these characters. I've seen a lot of cool stuff from both the characters on, the tech end of things. And generally speaking, they are popular and strong. So, will they shake things up? I think a little bit, yeah. I think you'll be seeing these on a lot of teams in the tournament scene in the days and months to come. So, two of the bigger changes in Season 2 was the removal of double supers as a big concern, because obviously you can still do double supers while you're, playing the game, but a removal of them as a big concern for team building, and obviously the guard cancel changes, making a lot of pressure in the corner either less prominent or just straight up not really proper to do anymore, because once you go right into your special moves, normally you do your special, you do your assist and keep the pressure going forever. That stuff doesn't work no more, right? So with that said, one of my ideas of where the meta might be shifting is just team composition, and specifically what your goal is on your team, other than just, here's my team, I do my combos, that kind of thing, right? So I have made two, these are just made up teams, they don't mean anything, these are not necessarily teams that are going to define the meta, right? But if you just look at the two teams here I have here, Ginyu 16 Yamcha versus Android 16 Bardock and Rat Boy. I think you might get the idea that the philosophies on these two teams are kind of different, right? So the guard cancel change is a big part of this, as kind of changes how you want to go at the game. So if you're not aware, if you snap back someone, you can't tag no more, and if you can't tag that, doesn't mean it means no guard cancels, right? So I might think the game might change into a little bit to either teams that want to focus on winning in the neutral, because now it is easier to keep resetting to the neutral thanks to the guard cancel change. So a team like this, you know, Ginyu with the summons very strong, 16 is a strong sis and strong, very strong neutral character himself, and Yamcha's assist obviously helping everything out in the neutral, right? And you know, and plus, you know, helps combos and all that kind of stuff, right? But it's good for pressure in the neutral. Versus a team like this, you have two snapback mix-up gods, and you have the old Gotenks assist that makes the impossible possible, right? So I might think team composition might start going into something like this, where you obviously still have, you know, whatever teams you want, right? But the focus might be more on this team is more about just winning in the neutral, and if you get your hit, you go into your full combo and keep going from there. Or this team is all about kind of just trying to force a snapback mix, and then putting the character in an unavoidable situation where they're probably going to guess wrong, because the rise of the snapback meta definitely started with the Piccolo stuff, and there's always been tech out there, but now that people have like really been homing in on it, there's been so much nasty and like just stuff you're never gonna block on the first time around, right? Like this stuff's been like daily new stuff like this keeps churning up, and basically it's kind of gotten to the point where if they get like a stray hit and they turn to a snapback or whatever, if you've never seen what's coming next and they have like an assist on deck, and characters like characters like 18 or especially Bardock, either Bardock's gonna fuzzy you down and make you guess from there, or 18's going to hit you with this weird unseeable mix, and then you might just have lost the character because you guessed wrong on the mix, right? So this might be the new meta going forward. Now, once again, could be wrong, but I just feel due to the way the changes have happened, so once again, due to the fact that the guard cancel change definitely changes just how a lot of teams want to play and how a lot of your pressure works, and the fact that a lot of characters can return to neutral more often and do what they do best. So like a character like a 16, a character like a Broly, once again I play Broly, these characters will probably do a lot better now, even though 16 ain't nerfs and all that kind of stuff, because they get to play in their element more often, where a character like 17, now that the emphasis on the snapback style mix is a lot stronger in Season 2, because, you know, it removes the threat of the guard cancel, and with all the new tech being figured out all the time, I think that's just where things might be going. So you might be looking at more neutral heavy teams versus basically more mix-up heavy teams, and that might be the new meta going forward. Once again, could be wrong, but I just have an inkling that's where things might be going. Now, when it comes to Season 2 character-wise, I think certain characters that have been lesser played might be making a bit of a kind of a rise to the top. We'll see. And I think certain characters that were already sort of staples before are now going to be affixed to become even more so, like near lock essentials, right? But I do think this guy right here is kind of a hidden gem in Season 2. So, for most of the lifespan of Dragon Ball FighterZ, Majin Buu's been considered a fairly weak character. You know, for a variety of reasons. His combo structure is a little weird. He kind of needs assist to do a lot of his best stuff. But, you know, stuff always gets figured out in, like, new tech and, like, new combo structures and all the kind of stuff. That gets figured out all the time, right? And I think we're kind of at a critical mass with Majin Buu. So, I think Majin Buu might be a hidden hero of Season 2. Maybe not right now, right? But as the times go on, you know, days go on, months go on, I think more and more people are going to be coming to realization Majin Buu might be one of the best guys for Season 2. Now, once again, I could be dead wrong, this is speculation, but he got what it takes. So one of the things here is probably, you probably know if you're watching this video, that Majin Buu is sort of semi-famous for the fat toss mix-ups. So he'll hit you with the fat toss, and then he's going to wait for it to go away, and then he can mix you up here, you know, low, high, cross up. Like, he can hit you with every possible permutation of mix up, right? And all these options you cannot guard cancel. So he can basically get the full combo, assist in the fat toss, and you're got. There is no guard cancel to save you. There's no snapback mix-up stuff. He doesn't have to worry about it, although we'll talk about that in a second because he's also one of the better snapback mix-up characters. But yeah, the whole guard cancel change, making guard cancel so much more of a threat in Season 2, that doesn't really apply to Majin Buu. Like, this move, honestly, is not even the worst to toss out rando raw. It has some value in that, and you can still get a full combo from there, but just anytime you're in the fat toss mix, the thing that basically is designed to save you from mix-ups and pressure in the newly improved guard cancel, Majin Buu does not care about that one bit. And we talked earlier in the video about how, like, there's a little bit of more of an emphasis on neutral. Majin Buu's neutral is not bad. Like, it's sort of semi-slept on. Like, look at this move. His jump heavy, like, it's dumb. It's good. He can hit you from so far away. He doesn't necessarily always have to convert, but if you have the right assists, you know, like say a Yamcha assist or something like that, he can turn any stray heavy into basically a full combo if it connects, and if not, then hey, you know, block pressure time or whatever he needs to do. If you're the kind of person who likes flitting around in the air a lot, his down heavy in the air will snipe you out for free. The range is absolutely absurd, and he can get you so easily. His EX butt stomp, well, now the value of doing X moves raw is a little less into the bargain nerf, but he can catch you just sleeping. Like, he is not bad in neutral at all. So now on the subject of snapbacks, let's just show you something like this. So yeah, that was a fuzzy overhead mid-screen on a not tall character. A lot of times when you see the fuzzy overhead stuff, it's always corner only, and it's going to be against like your Android 16s or your cells or something like that, right? Majin Buu, because the clap is so huge, he doesn't really care. So he absolutely has one of the nastier snapback mixes in the game. That's just one example. Like, there's all sorts of, like, you know, weird cross-up stuff, cross-under stuff. Like, that's just one example of many, right? So when it comes to the snapback stuff, he's kind of uniquely vicious because he can really get stuff going, and he doesn't need the corner to do it. So with the fact that he has a lot of vicious snapback stuff here, he has the fat toss mix stuff here, he can just... his neutral is not to be laughed at. It's actually, he can give some people a good run for the money. I wouldn't say it's as good as the greats, but it's certainly nothing to, you know, turn your nose up at, right? And I just think he's in a position to uniquely be a threat in Season 2. My opinion of him earlier on in the game was very low, right? As it was with many people. And even now, a lot of people have a fairly low opinion of him. But I think that's changing slowly. And a lot of people are kind of opening their eyes to like, hey, this guy's got some stuff going on. So there you have it. So that's just some of my thoughts on where Season 2 might be going. Meta-wise, characters that might be more popular, team compositions that might be more popular, and the like. So when it comes to the tournament season, hey, we'll find out in the future where it's going here. Once again, I could be dead wrong, and maybe Season 2 is the era of Vegeta, Blue, and Krillin teams, right? And they're the ones that dominate the meta. Who knows? That's just my speculation. Anyways, that's it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.